Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. A top 10 showdown, the #1 team in the country gearing up for a huge challenge. It's the Utah Utes and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Maryland's head coach told me before the game, they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Finds his man. It's Scott. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Davidson. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove.
Brings it in down the left side. Off to the races. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Maryland!
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're...
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Ball loose in the end zone. Defense all over it, and they stop the drive, and they'll get a touchback. From the gun, it's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Jackson will throw. Rolls right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
The run inside. It's Edwards. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They're all over him. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Here's a gift to Parker. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. He'll be dropped.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Got to make the play on 4th. Escapes the pressure going right. Across the 25. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
The Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Utah! Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Drops back on 1st down. He lets it fly. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Right side, it's Davidson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Looking for the marker. Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The short hands, it's Scott. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Look out! Got his man! Touchdown, Terrapins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Pulls it on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they can corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Snap it to the back. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. The play fake. Rush right in his face. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Utes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Trying to get started. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
Delay to the back. It's Smith. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, nice grab, good footwork, everything you want on the completion.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those 2.
He's past the marker. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Utah! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Rid of it on the RPO.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Complete in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw one first. Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's changing the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds space on the right. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Press center downs going to the air. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Maryland! A great catch and run for 6.
And And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson gonna throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking downfield very late in the half. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Quick give. It's Edwards. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Complete on the left to Smith. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Going deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 10 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's South Carolina with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big...
It's a seam wide open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Hands it off. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. At midfield, he's got room. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
4th down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hits inside, it's Edwards. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And the RPO got him. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Utes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly on the move. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on third. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utah! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, pressure's coming. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Second and long here. From the gun. Right on target this time. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking to throw again. They're all over him. It's caught. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Running inside, it's Davidson.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. On his feet at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Jackson will throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision. gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Keeps it himself. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Utes are flying down the field. Lets it develop. It's Edwards. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Gray. Bring him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Jackson gonna throw it. Look out! That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind, snags it, and there's running room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Fights off a defender. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick catch on third down. Works his way forward, has enough for the first down. Ball spotted at the 32. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score. Hits the afterburners. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Utes. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Changing the routes with his receiver. Second down to the air. Snags it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. Get the first down.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Terrapins! Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. They'll go to the air. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but almost timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Situation like this late in the game, and the offense might be content just to barge right into the middle of that crowded run D. The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Maryland uses its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brigg. To the 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him.